This is the main street in Castleblayney in County Monaghan. Known throughout the length and breadth of Ireland, the 32 counties from Antrim to Cork and from Dublin to Galway as the Nashville of Ireland. This is where it all happens. What is it? Well, it's coming up to 12 o'clock. It's getting to high noon in Castleblayney. I've got an appointment.
Big Tom McBride. You're very welcome to Castleblaney, Tom.
This is Borderland, Monaghan, Ulster, O stony grey soil terrain of Patrick Kavanagh. Legendary land of smugglers, of poteen makers, of cockfighters, of border incidents, and more recently, the kingdom of Irish country and western music. A kingdom ruled over by Castleblaney's very own Big Tom McBride. 10 years at the top of the Irish showband scene has made Big Tom a legend in his own lifetime. From Kilburn to Kerry, from Coventry to Coal Island, from Nashville to Nina.
Yeah, this is where we did our first play.
It all began 16 years ago here in the village of Oram, 4 miles out the road from Blaney. In this rusty tin shed opposite the village school, as the mice scampered through the hay bales and the cows scratched on the tin walls, an audience of some 60 parishioners witnessed an Olympian birth.
Still rehearsing there now with the new band, Travellers.
So they can't accuse you of moving too far away from your roots?
No. Well, it's very handy for us here. I just live up the road.
That's
you know.
right. Just down the road a few miles. Let's go down.
Among the audience on that first night in the rusty shed was the caretaker, Paddy McKeogh, who was holding the keys.
Well, Big Tom and a few other lads that got on the stage, and you could tell they were quite nervous, you know, as all young lads are starting out. And I'd say Big Tom would have been nervous with the bunch of them. He wasn't a forward lad, you know.
What was his favourite song at the time he was singing?
Oh, he played some of them they played some hillybilly stuff, you know, that type of.
There's a lot of hillbillies around here, aren't there?
Yeah, yes.
Would you call this hillbilly country?
Oh, it is, very much so.
It's coming. Right. Come on. Hang on a second.
Legend has it that Big Tom recorded a whole LP in one afternoon in a Dublin studio. But there's more time now in this, his own recording studio in Castleblayney, to press his discs for his recording company, Denver Records. The pains of love, the broken marriage vows, the widow's black, the lonesome whistles, and the inevitable mother's tears are now balanced, backtracked, mixed and taped on the latest top-class equipment. Ed Dawn and the Morning Dew, of somewhat pastoral fame, were recording during our visit. Yet, why among all the country and western bands does Big Tom still reign supreme?
He's the people's singer. He sings songs that they can understand and that they themselves can sing.
But every singer would claim to do that.
Yeah, but it's something you've either got or you haven't got. Tom has that magic that a hit record or money promoting a singer just can't buy. It's something that you either have it or you haven't, and Tom has it in a big way.
Now, Robert, you say that he's one of the ordinary people, and you're responsible for his image. Do you dress him and cut his hair and have him behave just like ordinary people?
Well, you don't have to dress Tom like them, or cut his hair like them. He does it. He's one of the people. He does it naturally. That's everything about the man is natural. There's no put on or no big ways with him. He's just a down-to-earth chap. It's as simple as that.
One of the criticism that critics have, Robert, I won't pull any punches about it, is that Tom's music is sentimental and mawkish and belongs to the 30s and the 40s and not to the 1970s.
Well, I suppose it's the critics that say that. It's the people that make up their own minds. The critics can say what they want, but Tom is a success. He's the biggest thing in the country, and the biggest thing that ever will be in this country. So as far as the critics have been knocking Tom for years. They say this, they say that. I suppose they have a job to do.
Johnny, can I bring you in here? How would you answer criticism of the songs that they're sentimental, mushy?
Yeah, well...
Or are you deliberately making them sentimental?
I'm deliberately doing that because there's so many people want them that way,
so if the country wants to cry,
if they want to cry, I'll help them out, yeah.
I like all of his songs, especially sad ones that he sings. I like those too.
I think his best song was Gentle Mother. I think that really taught him how bad he is.
Some children take a liking to their parents, while some others fills their mother's heart.
This is Big Tom's mother, a woman who encouraged his burgeoning talent at an early age. We'd hoped, by the way, to meet Mrs. Big Tom while in Castleblayney, but she was away on holiday in Lourdes.